Well, the so-called climate grannies have been fighting the good fight since before most activists were even born.
And these seniors are making moves to protect the planet for future generations. Let's welcome in Jennifer Chandler from Elders Climate Action. Jennifer, thanks for being with us today. First of all, we want to clarify, it's okay to call your group the climate grannies, right?
Well, we're grandpas, we're aunts, uncles, we make up a variety, and we're folks that are just genuinely concerned about climate.
So tell us more about some of the projects that you guys get involved with.
Sure. We are working on a few core priority areas as the focus of our work. We really are working to reduce and phase out the use of fossil fuels, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and support and implement the Inflation Reduction Act, and support other legislative action happening at a federal level. And so we work a lot with EPA regulations. We work a lot with legislative action. We work on a state, local, and federal level. And so our members are out there doing all sorts of things to engage at those levels. So meeting with elected officials and decision makers, and attending rallies and protests, and sending letters and submitting comments and providing
like you guys are doing it all.
No, I mean,
really are. We're doing
great.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And since you guys, most of your members have lived through a lot of this stuff and you have all this wisdom collected, where was the turning point where you're like, okay, we now have to act?
Well, I think for many of us, it's just seeing increasingly this crisis grow, right? Watching all the things happening on the Weather Channel, hearing the youth really have a deepened concern for their future, and realizing that they can't be alone in this, that our legacy is more than just what we leave behind monetarily, but our legacy is really about future generations and a livable planet. So really mobilizing each other, getting each other involved, elder to elder, and making sure that youth don't feel alone in this fight, that it's really an intergenerational effort.
How widespread was awareness for climate issues when you were younger, and how has that changed?
Well, that's a great question. So my mom is one of the founding members of Elders Climate Action, Hazel Chandler. And so we talked a lot about climate when I was really young, but that was not common. And we hear that 3 out of 4 Americans don't really hear people talking about climate change, even now. So I think that in the last 10 years, since ECA has been in action, I think we've seen a lot more conversation happening, and certainly across generations, across family systems, and across our government and media. But I think that we need it to be a lot faster and a lot more. We know that this crisis has a certain level of urgency that we need to meet with immediate change. And so I think it's really critical at this moment for all generations to be really active and really involved.
Well, thank you for all that you and your entire group is doing, Jennifer.
Oh, thank you. Yes, we wouldn't want to do it any other way. The future for a livable planet and for our grandchildren, for all life on this planet is really critical to us.
Well, we can
100%.
feel your passion,
Yes,
and we like
can.
that. We like that a lot. Thank you so much.
Man, it's so